Hi, Johnny Gargano here. I've been training. I've been getting ready, but it's very hard to think about what to do. It's a very different situation. You got me. You got a guy I know very, very well, Michael Facade. You got Sterling James Keenan. You got Tommy Mercer. How do you prepare for this match? Facade, he can fly. He can do anything. SJK, it's all up here. And Mercer. Man, Mercer. He's a strong dude, big dude. Those are four very combustible elements. Now, I'm not good at science, but I mean, that's obvious. This match is for the Absolute title. Something that maybe you people don't know, but it means a lot to me. It holds a very special place in my heart. Because I've been in this company since the very beginning. I was on the first show, first Absolution. I've been here since the start. And guess what? I think it's about time that my name is on the bill. AIW with the Absolute champ, Johnny Gargano.
And welcome to the brand new edition of Intense TV. I'm your host, Ben Wadsworth. With me, as always, Denver, Colorado, and we're going to shake things up a little bit. We're see a whole new style, whole new format. We brought out the HD, now we're putting it to good use. We're going to be showing you matches. We're going to be getting you even more in depth with what's going on here at AIW, and what better time of year than building to Absolution 5.
I mean, some may say that this new format of Intense TV was an extreme inspiration directly from the man himself. But, from one man to another, how about Gargano? That guy thinks that he is going to become the new Absolute champion on June 27th at the West Park Party Center, Absolution 5.
And what a step it would be. Of course, he's got 3 huge steps to go through to get there. But a man who's a former 2-time Intense Division champion who's never held that top belt. When he came back to AIW, it was all about the Intense Division title, but now he's got a new goal in mind. Having reached that pinnacle, he sees the top of the mountain as his ultimate goal, and Absolution's going to give him that opportunity.
Well, titles are a very important part of professional wrestling. That's what everybody fights for. Usually. But what about Alpha Beta Duke? Those guys are in the middle of a blood feud with Blackball, who thankfully we have not seen a peep or heard a word out of since Jack of All Trios. And speaking of Jack of All Trios, Alpha Beta Duke not only cleaned house when it came to Blackball, but let's go to a rematch of sorts. Alpha Beta Duke versus Team LWA Showcase.
Here we go underway, kicking off Intense TV. It's Angeldust squaring off with the Duke and Team LWA Showcase, as you said earlier, Denver, coming into this match, a bit of a rematch of sorts from the Jack of All Trios. Of course, in that one, it didn't exactly go the way of the Team LWA Showcase.
I mean, I can't believe that these guys would sign on for another match with Alpha Beta Duke. Sure, they want to get their win back, but come on, you can't match power with Alpha Beta Duke. Look at the Duke just taking Angeldust down.
Yeah, shoulder block, just about running dead through him, and that was stopping his momentum. He didn't even keep going at this point. The hip toss attempt.
No chance.
The Duke is standing still before countering into his own hip toss. The Duke now scooped, and a big slam on Jalesico and dropping down quickly, dropping his body weight down, vertical press, only able to get a 2 count.
Well, I mean, the Duke wants to make quick work of his opponent, so I don't know, he can go party at the frat house when they're done.
Indeed, these guys looking for a new and unique challenger, if you will. Not left with very much in front of them these days. But let's not forget, Team LWA Showcase in there with a pair of former AIW Tag Team Champions in the form of the Duke and Belushi.
Oh, and just Belushi just throwing Evan Jalesico right on his face.
Now pulling back that front face lock cinched in. Belushi driving that big forearm right into the small of the back before driving his own body weight before cinching back. Looking to choke him out.
Evan Jalesico, he's trying to pull that arm from underneath his chin, finally able to get to the ropes.
Well, by that time, Belushi having already released, looking to set him up for the Duke, making a tag. Alpha Beta Duke showing exactly why they are multiple-time AIW Tag Team Champions. Let's not forget that Duke's had his own shot at the AIW Absolute title in the past. I mean, these guys are about as accomplished as you get in Absolute Intense Wrestling. Team LWA Showcase, you would think, learned their lesson the first time around the Jack of all trios. An Irish whip and a huge lariat, leaving Jalesico head over heels. Belushi in there with Jalesico, pulling him back to his feet. Belushi in control now, scooping him up. And a slam, just again, using that size, using that power. Wait a second.
I mean, Submission Squad, they got Gary the Barn on the outside, the third member of the team, and making his presence felt. And, that was a smart idea. I mean, that created an opening for Pierre Abernathy to get in it, and boy, is he taking it to Nick Belushi.
Just driving those forearms, the crowd wanting to know what they think. Pointing out a little auspicious celebrity resemblance, if you will, for Abernathy, but Abernathy right over the ropes, just blatant choke. JT in there trying to get him to break it.
Yeah, but this is what you can do. I mean, you already told us, Alpha Beta Duke is a force to be reckoned with. Like, this is what you need to do in order to take it to a team like Alpha Beta Duke. They lost at the Jack of all trios, Team LWA Showcase did, and now they're back to regroup. They've got a different strategy. They know how to approach it, and they're going to be looking to pick up the win.
Yeah, apparently that, from what we're seeing right now, that strategy is 3-on-2. Gary the Barnall not in this match, but not keeping him out of this match either.
Oh, come on, you think that John Thorne is far behind?
And right now, Jalesico coming in all the way up top. A big build-up for that punch right to the ribs, but Belushi letting them know you can't leave that kind of opening. You can't just showcase and taunt when you're in there with Alpha Beta Duke. Jalesico now, look at him with that bandana right across the throat. But Jalesico. Pierre Abernathy, big Irish whip of Belushi underneath. And that big spinning heel kick. And that heel connected perfectly. Picking him up and a big deposit with that belly-to-belly suplex.
I mean, this is going to be Belushi's best opportunity to tag out. But let's not forget that if Pierre Abernathy is able to make the tag, there's going to be another fresh man coming in.
Belushi up now. There's the tag, but here comes the Duke right in as well. Jalesico in. And just about knocked onto the back of his head by those lariats from the Duke. Gary the Barnall up, but this time the Duke's ready for it, dropping him. The Duke those couple of left hands for a big whip across. Scooping him up right onto that shoulder, and that power slam just depositing him for heading up for that Vader bomb out of the corner by the Duke cover.
That was a good series of moves by the Duke. Don't get me wrong. That was a great combination. But he had to have known that he would have had to have pulled his opponent. I mean, that's the thing about the Submission Squad. These guys are tall. They are lanky. It is hard to keep them away from the ropes. So, they kick out of a lot of pins as a result and are able to get out of a lot of submissions.
And just like that, though, Abernathy dropping him on his face, but Belushi right back in to break it up before JT can even get to a 1 count. Kick to the midsection, but he's met with a couple of shots to the gut. Jalesico now left in the ring all by himself. That time a legal tag to bring Belushi back in. And Belushi setting him up before depositing right on the back of his head. Cover hook and leg 2. 3.
Here are your winners, the team of the Duke and the party animal Nick Belushi, Alpha Beta Duke!
You know, you think those LWA guys would learn after we beat the crap out of them in trios? They come again, we beat the crap out of them again tonight. I don't understand, what the hell they're thinking, but I gotta be honest with you. Thank God they're not coming to Absolution because we don't got anything to do yet. And I'm thinking maybe we go after those tag titles and, take those. Because, hey.
Well, Denver, we got 3 guys in Alpha Beta Duke that love a good brawl, they love a good fight.
A fair fight.
But they keep it in a wrestling ring.
Of course.
They keep it in the context of a professional wrestling competition, of a matchup, not in the middle of a promo. I mean, we were going to hear from them about their win over Team LWA Showcase and about where they're going to go from here, but instead they get laid out?
I mean, you gotta think that it wasn't the guys from LWA, though. I mean, Alpha Beta Duke already mopped the floor with them. Twice. You don't think that it's, they got their match. We've, fulfilled our legal obligations at Jack of all trios. Like, that was that. You know what? I'm not even gonna focus any more time on them. Why don't we talk about something a little bit more fun? A little bit more fair? How about this? Check it out, guys. Tonight at the Mercury Lounge, Stove Monkeys presents Yum. Taste the new flavor. All sorts of new, progressive, experimental foods. I love eating. I'm gonna be there.
I think most of us here at AIW can say we're big fans of eating. We're big fans of food.
Of course. Who wouldn't want to come across something new and delicious?
And I'll tell you right, liquid baked potato?
Liquid baked potato, coconut bubbles, and inside-out deviled eggs. I'm there. I'm sold on this. I mean, I love eating, so being able to try something new like this is a new scene that's up and coming, like the food scene. I definitely want to go check it out.
And I'll tell you what, always on board with new things up and coming. When you think progressive, you gotta think Absolute Intense Wrestling.
Oh, of course.
We've shown time and time again that we're gonna get on board. If we see a new trend coming, we're in on it.
Of course.
But I don't think that's even all we've got, is it?
No, because... Come on, man. They don't call me the Scoop Daddy for nothing. Check it out, guys. Fearless, an extreme food event. This is going to be at the Velvet Dog on Monday, June 21st. If you want to find out more information, go to facebook.com/Food Warriors. People are going to be eating hissing cockroaches, super worms, antelope spare ribs, and wild boar bacon. That doesn't sound that bad, actually. I could probably go for some of that right now.
I don't think I can eat much of anything, though, around those cockroaches.
No? I'm down. I'm down for it. But, you want to keep talking about progressive and innovative. I mean, what about the AIW Intense Division? That's where some of the top wrestlers in the country are wrestling the most progressive style of wrestling.
And you want to talk about the Intense Division, what a history it has. I mean, there's a guy trending all over the country in Tyler Black who held that title for a year.
Mm-hmm.
Long before he broke out in Ring of Honor and elsewhere, he was here in Absolute Intense Wrestling as the Intense Division champion.
Right, and we're going to see him at Absolution 5. That's going to be Sunday, June 27th at the West Park Party Center in Cleveland. A first-time ever match. It's going to be the Ring of Honor World Champion, Tyler Black, going up against Chuck Taylor. That's a match you're not going to be able to see anywhere else. But let's go to some clips from a match that has huge ramifications on the Intense Division. Let's not forget that Chris Dickinson is the current Intense Division champion. Let's go see what Marion Fontaine and Shiima Xion are up to.
And here we go, a matchup that, as we said, is going to have far-reaching implications in the Intense Division. And if anyone knows about the implications of the Intense Division, it's Shiima Xion, a man who now for 3 years has been chasing that Intense Division title. And he's a guy who, going back to Absolution 2, was in the very matchup that Tyler Black won the Intense Division title, went on to hold it longer than anyone else has in the history of Absolute Intense Wrestling.
Well, I mean, think about it like this, Wadsworth. His partner in Psychosexual Panic, Facade, has an opportunity at the Absolute title on June 27th, Absolution 5. You think that Shiima Xion wants to come up short? I mean, this guy knows that this match has huge implications on the Intense Division. He's not going to want to lay down for Marion Fontaine.
And if you look at the history of the Intense Division, I mean, it's full of guys who went on from that Intense Division title to so many things. Tyler Black, as we said, longest reigning Intense Division title holder, now Ring of Honor World Champion.
Yep.
You look at Johnny Gargano, two-time Intense Division champion, now battling for the Absolute title with Facade in that four-way dance, as well as going on to things. We've seen him in Dragon Gate USA. We've seen Chris Dickinson come out of nowhere to win the Intense Division title, now getting bookings all over the country, getting such a name for himself. The Intense Division is the beginning of so much attention for so many people.
Yeah, but you know what? Somebody like Marion Fontaine is going to want to do everything in his power to get himself in a position where he can qualify, where he can contend for that Intense Division title as well.
Indeed, Marion Fontaine, some people have made the case that he's falling into a little bit of a unique spot here in AIW, having become almost a bit of a gatekeeper, if you will. So many guys who have looked to get that opportunity in Absolute Intense Wrestling have had to go through Marion Fontaine. But what is Fontaine calling for right now?
I don't even understand this. Does he think that...
And Fontaine calling for an over-the-top style arm wrestling match. Apparently one step ahead. That's what you got to be ready for when you're in there with Marion Fontaine.
Definitely. He's a witty guy. He's pretty quick to think, so...
But right now, he's got Shiima in the corner, Irish whip across. Fontaine following in hard. And you heard it, he called it out right there, the butt bump. And this guy makes our job really easy, Denver.
I mean, if you want, we'll just let Fontaine commentate the rest of the time.
Right now, Fontaine with Shiima in a bad way, catching him Irish whip off the far rope, stuck to the clothesline by Shiima, but that flying forearm right on mark from Marion Fontaine.
Fontaine is on fire. I haven't seen him look this good for the past couple months. Again, you know, he has that Intense Division title in his sights, and a win over a competitor like Shiima Xion is going to help him get closer.
Oh, did you see the quick change of pace right there? Shiima Xion getting out of the corner, avoiding that punch, and then just pulling him down so he came all the way from the second rope onto his face.
I mean, Fontaine landed hard, but this guy is still doing what he can to fight back.
But there we see the go behind by Shiima, setting him off the ropes. Shiima right behind him, though, and that lariat just flooring Fontaine.
This could do it.
Hook of the leg and only a 2 count. Fontaine managing to kick out. Shiima Xion smart there. Started to let his emotions get the best of him. Went to the ref, but then went right back to Fontaine, and here we see that hairspray.
Yeah. Shiima Xion, this is a guy with a good head of hair.
Look at him, the blatant choke across the throat, and just dropping that knee across the throat.
Oh, come on, Wadsworth. You can't hate on that. That's going to keep his looks up.
Fontaine back to his feet, and I think in the end that may have hurt him more than it helped him. Put that hair into an ST. Looks like
No, wait a minute. What's Fontaine going for? Some sort of illegal implement.
No, Fontaine said it himself. He doesn't have hairspray. He's got mustache wax.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's just ridiculous. The guy's got a full beard. What's he gonna give up? What's he gonna give up this mustache act anyway?
Well, right now what he's giving up is a whole lot of pain to Shiima Xion with the STF just dropping all of the leverage back. And right now Fontaine feeling the effects of that offense, but Xion one more time, inverted atomic drop. These two are exchanging shots. The inverted atomic drop back the other way. Follow up now, setting up in a regular standard atomic drop, if you will, followed by that heel kick finding its mark. Fontaine cover, hook of the leg, 1, 2.
Definitely not enough to keep Shiima Xion down.
The Shiima Xion, we said, may have fallen short in the past in the Intense Division, but a world-traveled superstar, former AIW Tag Team Champion, and now Fontaine looking to rally this crowd behind him, looking to head all the way up to the top rope.
I don't know. I think that's going to be a big mistake. He's already had too much taken out of him.
Well, right now he looks to be in a good shape, headed up top. Shiima, though, up to his feet and dropping him again. Groin first, that time across the top rope. Now Shiima headed up top with Fontaine looking to establish himself.
Oh, no. You think he's going to toss him to the outside?
Fontaine just dropping him groin first, and now Fontaine just bouncing, springboarding that top rope. Shiima Xion.
I mean, that should be a disqualification.
I don't know that you can even blatantly call that attack. I mean, in the end, it's essentially the same thing that Shiima Xion did, leaving him out to hang. The boot finds his mark, now setting him up, fireman's carry position, and the big Samoan drop. Fontaine right back to his feet. Second board. Moonsault.
Come on, Shiima, get out of this.
And indeed, Shiima Xion managing to get out. Now Fontaine calling to light him up, and that left hand finds its mark. Those big southpaw swings on a Marion Fontaine. There's a third one. Shiima reeling down Fontaine off the ropes. Headed up, but Shiima Xion positive with the powerbomb through. That kick right to the temple. Russian leg sweep floating through. Crossface.
All of those moves in sequence, Fontaine has no choice but to give it up. And the quicker, the better, because the end result is going to be the same.
But right now he's caught in that hold and caught perfect ring positioning out of Shiima Xion, keeping him right between those two ropes.
Come on, Fontaine, give it up. Save yourself some permanent injury.
Fontaine rolling back into a pinning combination too. That's all he's going to get is the two. Fontaine back to his feet. Catches the boot attempt by Shiima Xion, now rolling through. 1, 2. And again, look at that. Shiima Xion kicking out, but right into that crucifix roll up again. Only a 2 count for Fontaine. Fontaine ducking under, looking for that backslide. Shiima looking to leverage himself out, and he does right back down into the crossface.
He's got that locked in. I don't think that Fontaine can get out of it.
Fontaine looking to swing his hips, looking to try to roll his body one more time.
Well, if he rolls the wrong way, he's going to end up popping his own shoulder out.
Trying to leverage some of that weight off of his shoulder, trying to get his foot back. You see him swinging it back towards us here on the camera, realizing just how close the ropes are if he can get his legs back. And now reaching with the arm. And that time, oh, he just about hit it, but Shiima Xion rolling back center of the ring, and a cinched in there. We see the tap. Fontaine forced a tap out in that crossface by Shiima Xion.
Shiima Xion!
Oh, come on. How can you boo this guy?
Well, I'll tell you what, I understand we caught up with him later in the night. Let's go to that footage right now.
This is the Filipino Flex Factory, Shiima Xion. And if you like what you just saw, just wait. Just wait till you see what I do next week on Intense TV.
The Rockstar Energy Drink Mayhem Festival.
You're so sad to
Mr. Inspirational. In AIW, you've only got chances because of your damn handicap. When a pure, true talent like myself I didn't get chances. I got looked over just because of what I looked like. I'll tell you what, Greg. Sooner or later, preferably more sooner than later, you're going to find out exactly what's going to happen when you don't get chances.
Right now we see Team Beyond, a team making great strides since coming to Absolute Intense Wrestling, and the Latin Crime Syndicate, a team that may be a little jealous of Team Beyond for that fact.
I mean, perhaps, but I've never seen the Latin Crime Syndicate be able to bust out the tandem offense like Team Beyond. I mean, Zane Silver, Chase Burnett, that's 4 sets of knees coming at you.
He driving those knees down, and Kay Fernandez rolling outside, just grabbing at that mouth.
Well, I mean, any separation that you can get, but Team Beyond is so dangerous.
Right there, you see exactly why Joey the Snake being driven back to that wall before Chase Burnett just sending his body weight down across. Kay Fernandez on that ring apron. Joey the Snake being rolled back in. Hack on Fernandez on the outside.
I'll tell you what, though, this is good strategy from these youngsters. I mean, they got to stay on top of the Latin Crime Syndicate because these guys are so tough.
Right now, Burnett sent over. We've seen this time and time again in the past, looking for the drop kick, but Joey the Snake has it scouted out.
And Joey the Snake just dominating Chase Burnett and now bringing in Kay Fernandez. What do these guys have in mind?
Just throwing him in the corner. What? Look at, is it the feather platoon on the outside? Oh! Well, I'll tell you what's going on the inside is Chase Burnett just being thrown across that ring.
Rough landing. And Kay Fernandez going for the opportunity, getting that pin. Chase Burnett's able to kick out. Yeah, that does look like the platoon on the outside.
You have to wonder if those goofballs are doing any favors right now if they're instigating the Latin Crime Syndicate as Kay Fernandez just driving his boot through Chase Burnett. And look at him quickly dropping down, seeing Burnett reaching for that tag.
I mean, the platoon, like, these guys like to have fun. They like to cut loose. And that is not what the Latin Crime Syndicate is all about. These guys are all business.
And right now,
I mean, sorry to cut you off, but let's face it. I mean, Corey Winters, Ben Booth, standout tag team in the AIW tag team division. They're going to be scouting potential opponents.
well, of course, both these teams stand to be their opponents, and the potato is the potato. But right now, it's Joey the Snake with that scoop and a slam and driving all of his body weight down with that splash. Referee in there. 1, 2.
I don't think that Joey the Snake had enough coverage on that pin.
No, I'll tell you what. Burnett managing to get that shoulder up as Joey the Snake rolling his body almost off him, but right now setting up.
What I have in mind here.
Just sidewalk slam down over those knees, and you saw his head snap back and hit the mat.
Beautiful tandem offense. All right, man, it looks like the Latin Crime Syndicate. Hey, what the hell? Get Zane Silver out of there. That's not fair. He wasn't tagged in.
Right now, the referee getting him out of the ring, and he's not doing any favors to his partner right now on the outside. Joey the Snake positioning him, and once again, Zane Silver just getting baited into the ring.
I mean, this guy's losing his cool, but that's an experience too, because I can guarantee that going on behind his back, the Latin Crime Syndicate is putting the beat down on Chase Burnett.
And indeed, right now, it's Joey the Snake get back into the ring. We hear Luis Diamante with some choice words. That is indeed the pleather platoon on the outside. But right now, it's Chase Burnett on the inside, roll up. Only able to get that 2 count. Now headed in and headed off. Joey with a little cocky cover, and that's not going to get it done.
Chase Burnett is in a bad way here, but I mean, that just goes to show you. I mean, Team Beyond, they've had a lot of upward momentum thus far in AIW, and the Latin Crime Syndicate, AIW tag team mainstays, are really doing a good job at keeping them at bay.
Indeed, both these teams getting quite a bit of attention coming out of the Jack of all trios, and so much more since then. Right now, it's Joey getting backed in, and Burnett looking to get back into this, but Joey with the reversal. Chase Burnett being caught coming off the ropes. Now looking for that handspring back elbow, finds its mark.
He's able to take Joey the Snake down, but is he going to be able to make the pin, or make the tag, or has too much been taken out of him at this point?
And indeed, Chase on the wrong side of the ring right now. Joey stuck between him, but Joey rolling out of the way now. Burnett making the lunge and tagging in Zane Silver. Zane Silver in. Now both members in, and both of them eating a drop kick. Joey the Snake and Kay Fernandez down. Zane Silver looking for the back elbow, nobody home. Step over by Fernandez, and he eats that leg on the lariat. Now Zane Silver just cannonballing himself into the corner on Joey the Snake.
I don't know. This could be a mistake on Zane Silver's part, trying to take on two guys at once.
Well, I'll tell you what, with those strikes, with that spinning chop, those two spinning back kicks. But again, that numbers advantage coming into play. Joey the Snake breaking up, but Joey the Snake still feeling the effects. Right now, Team Beyond looking to get back into this. Zane Silver calling Chase Burnett to his feet.
Well, I mean, I don't know if this is the right strategy either. We just saw the ass kicking that Chase Burnett took. Is he going to be ready to get back up and get on the offense?
Well, right now, Zane Silver thrown to the outside by Joey the Snake.
And the most worn down man is in the ring right now with Joey the Snake. Very dangerous competitor.
Indeed, Chase Burnett has been taking a beating, but right now he's dishing one out of his own.
I'll tell you what, though. Chase Burnett, this guy's got a lot of heart. This guy's like a fireball when he can get that momentum moving around the ring. But Joey the Snake just cutting him off.
And just picking him up, just a deadlift of Chase Burnett. But that knee strike hitting right in the forehead. Now driving in, looking for that boot, but Joey the Snake having it scouted out. Catching him, leaving him stranded on the top rope. Before sending him all the way across into Kay Fernandez cover. 1, 2. Latin Crime Syndicate still unable to get it done. Looking to finish it off though right now. Setting up for that cracker. But wait a second. Zane Silver scouted out, sending him out of the way. Silver up to the top rope now. And then missile dropkick to Yeldy Rana by Chase Burnett. Cover 2, 3.
Wow. Team Beyond Wrestling steals one.
Team Beyond with that huge victory over the Latin Crime Syndicate, and the Latins are just absolutely furious right now.
Beyond!
Look at Potato over there celebrating with him. What is that Potato doing?
I think he's trying to do a full pose.
What is the Pleather Platoon thinking? I mean, it was bad enough. Some of the stuff we've seen them get into in the past. I mean, we saw them at Jack of All Trios after just getting their heads handed to them in the first day, spending the second day in the audience, just taunting people and yelling, and apparently just buying tickets. And now, what? Team Beyond and the Latin Crime Syndicate going at it, and we get that?
I mean, the Pleather Platoon, like, they like to have fun. They're a group of regular chuckleheads, let's face it. They like to get down and party. And they're good dudes, but why would you mess with the Latin Crime Syndicate? Those guys are as serious as a heart attack. I mean, growing up on the streets of Puerto Rico, like being a thug, like getting your ass beat in a gang is going to make you like a hardened, callous individual. Like, those guys are there to win and collect a payday. Right? They're not there to clown around and have fun. Like, I don't know what the Pleather Platoon was thinking.
I don't think there's anything in this world that the Latin Crime Syndicate doesn't hate.
Did they think that, like, they were going to bring a smile to the faces of the Latin Crime Syndicate, maybe cheer them up? I mean, I don't know what these guys are thinking, but come Absolution, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. Maybe they better send them a fruit basket or a fruit basket to smooth things over.
You know what? No, I don't think it works at this point.
I mean, I could be sitting in the room with the guys of the Pleather Platoon and a psychiatrist, and I don't think anybody is going to be able to figure out what's going through these guys' head. I mean, look, hey, I love to have fun. I love to party. That's why I'm going to the food expositions, but I don't get... And you know what? Somebody else, man, I'm sorry to go off on a tangent, but like somebody else, I cannot understand what the hell they are thinking. What the hell is wrong with Jefferson Saint? If I knew this dude was going to act like that, I would have never introduced him here in the AIW. Like, I got it. Like, he got beat a bunch by Haley Hatred and Jessica Havoc. You know, he took Haley Hatred's title away from her, but he's not the women's champion.
I said he literally just took it away.
He took it from her. He didn't beat her for her.
Don't be mistaken if you've missed that match. He didn't pin her in the middle of the ring.
Well, I mean, even if he did, he doesn't qualify for being a women's champion. He's not a woman. I mean, that's the rule that the title is based upon. But, you know, this guy's really gone overboard. Like, the fight that he's trying to pick with girls, like, we get it, dude. Like, alright, like, you want your match with Haley, you want some retribution. Do not take it out on anybody else. That is not cool. And, I mean, I regretfully have to inform you, like, what we're going to show you, like, we do not endorse it. Like, Jefferson Saint was penalized and fined greatly for the actions you're about to witness, and it's just... The footage will speak for itself.
And here we go with our main event of our first new edition of Intense TV under the all-new format. And we've talked about the implications in the tag team division, the Intense division. Well, one division that is in all kinds of mayhem lately is the AIW women's division. So we've got Jefferson Saint just parading around with that belt, despite never having beat anyone for it, despite...
Well, now, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Wadsworth. Beating anyone. As though there was any opponent on God's green earth that Jefferson Saint could beat that would allow him to qualify to be a women's champion.
Well, Haley Hatred did wrestle him, and I believe actually may have put the belt up at times.
I mean, that's saying, like, you could wrestle and win a light heavyweight title.
Well, right now, as I was saying, despite that mayhem going on in the ring, we have two of the people looking to establish themselves in the women's division, hoping that when this all shakes loose and when Chandler Biggins actually gets on top of his business and figures out what's going on in this women's division, either one of these women have looked to start lately and establish themselves here.
Well, I do believe you correct me if I'm wrong. We saw both of these ladies debut at Jack of All Trios. Allysin Kay on night 1 and Angeldust on night 2.
Indeed, and Angeldust was no stranger to Jefferson Saint. We saw that matchup on night 2. Allysin Kay, of course, going up with Haley Hatred's old partner, Jessica Havoc. But right now, it's Angeldust looking for that Irish whip, and Allysin Kay just using that size and strength advantage.
I mean, she's probably going to outweighed by a good 40 pounds. She's going to use that strength to her advantage.
Indeed, all of that weight difference in this lariat that was just dropping Angeldust.
You got to think, Wadsworth, if she wasn't going to be running around the ring, playing with her hair, she probably could have maybe gotten the win there.
Indeed, but right now, right back on top of Angeldust is using those forearms, now using that bottom rope. Just blatant choke across that bottom rope by Allysin Kay. And now dragging Angeldust back to the center ring. And not much of a cover there.
I mean, she was using both of her hands to physically pin the shoulders to the mat, but that does not seem like it was the best strategy thus far.
But right now, just staying on top of those forearm shots, snapmare over. And now just wrenching that neck.
Angeldust is in a bad way.
See Allysin Kay just continuing to use that size advantage, to use that strength advantage, to keep Angeldust grounded. But Angeldust up and over the top now, looking for that sunset flip, but Allysin Kay catching her. And now lifting her in that choke, that double-handed choke, just parading her around before dropping her.
I think this is going to do it, Wadsworth.
And Allysin Kay cover hook of the leg. Not enough.
I mean, did you see the look at Allysin Kay's face, though? She thought that she had Angeldust pinned, too. Little did she know that Angeldust is quite an opponent. I mean, she may be a bit diminutive in stature, but she definitely makes up for that with speed, agility, and again, heart.
Indeed, that fighting spirit of Angeldust, just refusing to give in at all times. But perhaps sometimes that may be to her detriment. You have to wonder if she could be in a case of permanent injury in one of these matches. Right now, Allysin Kay taking the time to taunt the fans, and I don't know if someone with that fighting spirit, Angeldust, if you want to give her even that slightest bit of opening.
Well, I mean, and you said it, and Angeldust taking the time to try and fight back up to her feet.
Using those forearms, that back kick and Enzugiri. Angeldust just continuing to stay on the offensive, ducks the lariat attempt, hits the side ropes, and a bulldog lariat of her own.
I mean, able to take Allysin Kay down to the mat, but look at that, Allysin Kay popped right back up.
See Allysin Kay up first, but it's Angeldust in the corner, deciding that that's not the best. Re-strategizing, heading across to the other side of the ring, up to the second ropes. Lost her footing there for a second, but Allysin Kay now still feeling the effects of that offense, charging in, and all she finds is Angeldust's boot.
I mean, it's do or die time.
Angeldust now looking for that Rana, But again, that strength looks to be coming in, just depositing her with that power bomb. Allysin Kay now continuing the assault.
She's not done.
Angeldust had that brief glimmer of hope, and right now just dragging her around by her hair.
I mean, that's humiliating.
Allysin Kay, and indeed we've seen that all match, just looking to humiliate Angeldust. So angry to even be in there with her, now setting up, looking to be hooking those arms. Angeldust, though, countering out, setting up, there's a backcracker, dropping her right across those knees. Angeldust, though, feeling the effects of that assault she has taken the entire match, floating over finally, 1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner, Angeldust.
Big win there for Angeldust, able to, really get one over on a much larger opponent. But she is spent.
Her music starting there for a second, but getting cut off.
Oh, no, wait a minute.
Speak of the devil, the exact man that's parading around with that women. What the hell is he want?
Hey, it's a great thing we finished tonight with some women wrestling, huh? Angeldust, congratulations. From what I see, you're probably the #1 contender. Am I right, folks? #1 contender for this title, huh? Well, we're not getting you know, I got to defend this title every 30 days, so why don't we have a match now?
Oh, wait 1 second. Jefferson Saint proclaiming that he's got to defend the belt, which he doesn't even every 30 days, calling for a match and then laying Angeldust out with that belt.
What the hell is Chest Flexor doing?
What is Chest Flexor? That doesn't the pin. Are you serious? Someone get these jokers out of the ring.
I'm so glad you can fight a girl, pussy.
Wake up. Come on. Huh? Huh? You want this? Huh? You want this?
I mean, Wadsworth, enough is enough.
Man, he's sick month in and month out. Each month we don't think he can go any farther. We don't think he can snap anymore.
Haley hatred. Oh, Haley. I know you're hiding. I know you're petrified of me. I know you're still in Mexico. Come on. Come and get me. Come and get me. You want it? Huh, Haley?
I mean, this is totally uncalled for. Jefferson Saint,
That was for you, Haley. Huh?
obviously wants to get us a rematch with Haley Hatred, somebody who embarrassed him time and time again in AIW. But this is not the way to go about doing it.
What the hell's going on in the locker room right now? Where the hell is the help? How is everyone just sitting around watching this?
It's all your fault, Haley. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. Get her! Get her!
You're a bitch! You're a bitch!
What is it? Come on! Seriously, let's... Just dropping a chair. Now he's going after Allysin Kay.
I mean, it's definitely time that we get some help out here.
No, Senator, wait a second.
Oh, no. No, look at the way that chair's positioned underneath her face. You don't think?
Yeah, setting her up. And that curb stomp! Curb stomp just driving her face first into that steel chair.
This is ridiculous. This is absolutely unacceptable.
I mean, every month he gets more and more insane. He snaps more and more. It's like all this guy can think about is what happened between him and Haley Hatred.
Get up, Haley! Come on, this is Haley.
I mean, you can hear him. He's calling Angeldust Haley Hatred.
Haley, oh, I dare you to show up to Absolution.
Oh, wait.
I dare you. I dare you!
Daring Haley Hatred to come to Absolution and setting up. Oh, dear Lord, are you serious? Spike pile driver right on that steel chair.
hope you're real proud of yourself, Saint.
You guys lost it. This is just absolutely disgusting.